killed up under his watch? That's how y'all gonna do it, Dallas? That's how y'all gonna do it. Y'all gonna let it go down like that and say, DC, you think I don't know? You think that I don't know that you done franchised that club to some Mexicans? Yeah, see, the Mexicans got franchised the club. You know what that means? You let them franchise the club. I heard you got $100,000 for that franchise for them to be able to run their club, and you got like 30% of the money. Do you know what that means?
Wait. Say it again. You said what?
The franchise. I heard they gave DC allegedly. Now fuck that. They gave DC $100,000 to franchise their club from Houston and run the franchise in their building, because we already know you lost V-Live when Rainwater got hurt outside of V-Live. We already know that's why V-Live really shut down, because you know the lawsuit came.
Whoa. Say that again. See.
Y'all gotta think about the big picture.
So DC used to run V-Live.
DC used to run V-Live.
DC was the owner of he was the manager of V-Live and the owner of V-Live when Rainwater got his ass beat by Yellow Beast. And that club closed down after Yellow Beast.
After that shit happened to Rainwater, the lawsuits was gonna come. See, people ain't even putting this together. When that happened to Rainwater, they didn't have no choice. They already had the city on their ass. So guess what DC did? He shut it down. And next thing I know, some Mexicans took it over. Once they took it over, I guess it wasn't doing what they want. So they got with DC and they bought the franchise for $100,000 and brought the franchise back down here to Dallas and gave him a percentage of it. So guess what? The Mexican, ain't they saying that Z got into it with some Mexicans inside the club?
They saying
that. That's what. Hold on, listen. The Mexicans got the franchise for the club from DC and Houston. The Mexicans let their Mexicans partners in there. This is what they say. Z them start throwing money. The Mexicans felt disrespected. The Mexicans start throwing money back. That's what started it. Man, don't you know if my homeboy owned the franchise to the club? I feel like, hey, I'll be disrespected too. You coming up in my homeboy establishment, taking that old good ass rap money you done got out here and rap, made all this money up and down the street with G Herblo, and you think you gonna come up in here and throw this money in my face and disrespect me, and you think you gonna embarrass me in front of my SAs? Oh no, SO, muchacho, me come around this K Pasa SA. Now they were gonna get that shit straight like Indian hair. So guess what happened? DC, you own the franchise. Guess what your responsibility was? Keith, that's what DC responsibility was supposed to be.
What's that?
Have you ever seen McDonald's, Taco Bell, Walmart, Target? Have you ever seen anybody buy a franchise and they just give them the building and walk away and say it's yours?
Never.
They're going to send a manager down there that's going to be trained. They're going to have somebody come down there. They're going to make sure they're going to come down there and look at the building. They're going to make sure it's clean. They're going to make sure McDonald's, they're going to make sure the fry holder's there. They're going to make sure where they flip them burgers, that's there. And then next thing you know, they're going to look in the parking lot. They're going to make sure the city done blocked everything off. The lines is there. They're going to cross their T's and they're going to dot their I's. Oh, no. You ain't going to make me believe, DC, that you didn't know that that's what you were supposed to do at that club. Guess what you did? You just said, hey, I got to get back to Houston. And you forgot all about Dallas. Poor little Dallas club.
And you want to know what's something crazy? I believe that he went back to Houston after the shooting. I believe that he took that video after the shooting. I believe he was in Dallas and then left and went to Houston.
Left and went to Houston? I believe that.
I believe he didn't want to be there when the cops came.
Then I'm going to show you how to add injury to insult. How dare you use the video of the promotion that you filmed on the night that boy died? How dare you use that promotion